Welcome you all. Non-traditional machining 18ME 641 Module 2 Ultrasonic Machining. This is lecture series 4. Myself Prashanta MV, Assistant Professor, Mechanical Department, Canara Engineering College, Mangalore. If you have any doubts regarding this video, you can directly contact me through this email mvprashanta1985 at canaraengineering.in. Welcome you all. Disclaimer: this PPT has been prepared by referring many sources, which includes figures, diagrams from internet as well as from prescribed text and reference books. I do not claim any originality in preparing this video or PPT. This PPT or video is exclusively for the purpose of education and not for any financial gains. I wholeheartedly thank all those who have directly or indirectly contributed to do this PPT or video. Once again, I will thank each and everyone for their support and guidance. Process characteristics. In ultrasonic machining, these four are the process characteristics: material removal rate, MRR, tool wear, accuracy, and surface finish. Removal rate. Generally, the workpiece materials in case of ultrasonic machining made up of stainless steel, germanium, glass, ceramic, carbides, quartz, and semiconductor materials. These materials are machined by ultrasonic machining process. See, the value of material removal rate depends on what kind of abrasive particles we make use, and the type of workpiece material and tool material. Material removal rate is mainly depends on three parameters or three elements. First one is what kind of tool material, what kind of workpiece material, and what kind of abrasive material. And ultrasonic machining works satisfactorily only when the workpiece hardness is greater than HRC 40. HRC means hardness on Rockwell scale C. When the hardness is greater than 40, the USM works satisfactorily. Similarly, when the workpiece hardness is greater than HRC 60, so the USM gives excellent results. Okay, I will repeat. HRC 40 is when the workpiece hardness is greater than 40, HRC 40, USM gives satisfactory results. Similarly, when the workpiece hardness is greater than HRC 60, it gives an excellent result. So look at the hardness numbers HRC 40 and HRC 60. So as the hardness increases, the USM gives a better result. Material removal rate goes down as the depth of the holes increases. Yeah, obviously. Here, see, as the depth, suppose if you want to make a hole of 5 millimeter diameter hole till 5 millimeter depth, and then 3 millimeter diameter hole for again 5 millimeter depth, again 1 millimeter diameter hole and 5 millimeter depth. So as the depth of the holes goes on down, so the depth of the holes increases. Okay, see, material removal rate goes down as the depth of the holes increases. See, 5 into 5, the material removal rate is more. When 3 into 5, the material removal rate is less, and when 1 into 5, so again the material removal rate is less, right? So the material removal rate is goes down as the depth of holes increases. It happens so because of insufficient flow of slurry. So when as the tool going depth, there is a possibility of insufficient supply of slurry through the cutting zone at a high depth. Hence the material removal rate is goes on decreasing. And one table gives here one table, that table for material removal rate for few commonly used materials. Look at here, serial number 1 and in table shows serial number, workpiece material, material removal rate in terms of millimeter cube per minute. Serial number 1, when workpiece material is glass, material removal rate by using USM, that is 425 millimeter cube per minute. And the values are for mica glass bonded 390, for ceramic 185, tungsten carbide 40, tool steel, hardened tool steel 30. So see, look at the table. Look at the table. It is clear that from the table it is clear that brittle non-metallic materials can be cut at higher rates than ductile materials like steels and all. Okay, here non-metallic materials can be easily cut at higher rates than ductile material. Okay, so as you know already, workpiece hardness when HRC 40 and HRC 60, when HRC 40 is, it gives satisfactory result, and when the workpiece hardness is HRC 60, it gives a greater results. So therefore it makes itself suitable for hard and brittle materials. Next is tool wear. Tool wear. See here, since the tool has to withstand the vibrations and it should not fail or wear out quickly. Yes, tool wear in ultrasonic machining is defined as the ratio of volume of material removed from the workpiece to volume of material removed from the tool. Tool wear equal to, in numerator, volume of the material removed from the workpiece divided by volume of the material removed from the tool. This is the equation or mathematical representation of tool wear. Most of the tool wear occurs at the end. End means the bottom level, the bottom, okay, compared to sides. Most of the tool wears out at the bottom of the tool surface compared to sides. In terms of the range is, see, in the bottom wears out very fastly, and in sides that is 10 times less. Okay, 10 times less. And tools are made of relatively ductile materials, as you know, brass, stainless steel, mild steel, etc., so that tool wear rate can be minimized. Value of tool wear rate is also depends on type of abrasives, temperature of the cutting zone, and workpiece material. The value of tool wear rate depends on type of abrasives, temperature, and workpiece material. Next is accuracy. See, accuracy, this is a very important process characteristics. In accuracy, here, see, the process accuracy is measured through the overcut or oversize produced during making operation of like drilling the holes or any machining operations. The term oversize measures the difference between the hole diameter measured at the top surface and the tool diameter. Okay, the term oversize measures the difference between the hole diameter measured at the top surface and the tool diameter. The clearance between the tool and the machined hole, is necessary to enable the abrasives to flow into the machining zone, under the oscillating tool. Hence, the grain size of the abrasives represents the main factor, which affects the overcut produced. Okay, and the overcut is considered to be about 2 to 4 times greater than the mean grain size. The overcut is considered to be about 2 to 4 times greater than the mean grain size when machining glass and tungsten carbide. Okay, and it is about 3 times greater than a mean grain size of a boron carbide. And in general, an accuracy of plus or minus 25 micrometer is possible with ultrasonic machining process. And use of different tools for roughing and finishing is essential for better accuracy. Accuracy can be improved by changing the slurry regularly. These are the brief introduction or brief note on accuracy. Next is surface finish. See, for any operation, the main thing is get a better surface finish. Okay, the surface finish depends on the size of the abrasive particles, work material, tool amplitude, and slurry circulation. Surface finish obtained during ultrasonic machining is a function of abrasive size. Okay, here when the grain size is more, the coarse grains result in higher material removal rate but poor surface finish. Okay, poor surface finish. And in when the fine grains are utilized, in such cases, slower the material removal rate, but we will get a better and good surface finish, With finer sizes of abrasive, a surface finish of 0.2 to 0.8 micrometer can be obtained. So this range of surface finish can be achieved using ultrasonic machining. Advantages of ultrasonic machining. Here I have mentioned few of the advantages. First one is ability to machine non-conductive materials like glass, ceramics, etc. Ultrasonic machining has ability to machine a non-conductive material. Non-conductive means electrically non-conductive materials like glass, ceramics, etc. and most preferably hard and brittle materials. Okay, and ultrasonic machining, it is a non-thermal process, non-chemical process, and it creates no changes in the microstructure, and it is chemical or there is no any changes in the chemical or physical properties of the work material. As I told, suitable for hard and brittle materials. By using USM, micro holes also can be produced. By using USM, we can easily get no burrs and no distortions of the workpiece material. Okay. Limitations: low material removal rate, depth of holes and cavities produced are small. Usually the depth of hole is limited to 2.5 times the diameter of the tool. There is a tendency for holes to break out at the bottom owing to high static load and amplitude of vibration of the tool. Hence, the depth of holes and cavities produced are small. And tool wear is more. Tool wear is more. Abrasive slurry has to be periodically replaced for efficient machining. The abrasive slurry for time to time it should be replaced for efficient machining. And not suitable for soft workpiece materials. USM is not suitable for a very soft workpiece materials, and process becomes costlier when to do complex shapes and for using very hard materials. Okay, these are the limitations. And last is applications. Most successful ultrasonic machining application is machining of cavities or holes in electrically non-conductive materials like ceramics. It is quite successful in case of fragile components in which otherwise a scrap rate is quite high. To increase productivity, it is used to drill multiple number of holes at a time. Okay. So for this purpose, hypodermic needles have been used as tools. Ultrasonic machining has also been employed for multi-step processing for fabricating silicon nitride turbine blades. Okay, these are the few applications. And drilling and machining cavities or holes in conductive and non-conductive materials like glass, ceramics, carbides, etc. Most preferably non-conductive materials. Producing round holes like diameter of 0.05 millimeter, micro holes and irregular holes. Like using for, USM is using for threading of various glass and ceramic materials, for welding of plastics, inserting metals into plastics, cutting of semiconductor materials for electronic applications. These are the few of the applications of ultrasonic machining. Thank you.